Hey YouTube, this is Raj, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 6 Minecraft enchantments for the pickaxe, so why don't we get started? So the first thing that I should explain in this video is that I have more detailed videos about each individual enchantment. This is more meant to be a list, so it'll be quicker summarization of each individual enchantment. So number 6 is the Curse of Vanishing. So it is an enchantment where it'll make your pickaxe actually disappear when you die, so it has no really redeeming effect to it. It is one of 2 cursed enchantments. You can only get it through chest loot, fishing, or villager trading, so just watch where you get your pickaxes from. So if you get them from any of these 3 means, or if you get any enchanted books, make sure they don't have this enchantment on it. So number 5 is the Unbreaking enchantment, and the Unbreaking enchantment is actually a very good and useful enchantment. It's just I think there's better enchantments for the pickaxe. So the maximum level is 3. It basically reduces the durability that will be used when you use a pickaxe. So when you use a pickaxe normally, it'll use 1 durability, but you can actually reduce this amount of durability that's used with this enchantment. So the formula for item durability is basically 100 divided by the level plus 1. So the maximum level is 3 obviously, so 4 divided into 100 is 25%. So it's possible that instead of the durability going down by 1 each time you use a pickaxe, that with Unbreaking 3 there's a 25% chance that it might use durability. So this means that your pickaxe can actually last 4 times as long if you have Unbreaking 3 on it. So number 4 is the Silk Touch enchantment. So how this works is, normally when you mine a block, it'll drop things within that block. So an example of this is when you mine coal ore. If you have a normal pickaxe, it'll drop coal. But if you have a Silk Touch pickaxe, it'll just drop the coal ore itself. So the maximum level is 1 because it has 1 purpose to it. And some examples of things that you can use the Silk Touch on. So for pickaxes specifically, redstone ore, emerald ore, diamond ore, lapis lazuli, coal ore, nether quartz ore, ender chest, stone, coral blocks. So if you look at this, most of these I would say it doesn't really factor into the Silk Touch. The ones that I would point out would be, I guess stuff like the ender chest, the stone. It becomes really cumbersome if you like to use stone, because if you break a stone, usually it becomes cobblestone, and in order to get it back to stone you have to basically smelt it. So it takes a lot of resources and time, and it's really annoying. And also the coral block. So if you want to use coral for something like an aquarium, it's useful for the Silk Touch. Now there's some shovel ones for the Silk Touch. It's basically just snow and snow block. And then there's a bunch of ones where it's pretty general, so you could use a Silk Touch pickaxe even though it doesn't quite align with the tool you would want to use for that item. So some examples of that is the bee's nest, the beehive, the bookshelf, blue ice, campfire, glass pane, coral, coal fans, glowstone, grass blocks, gravel, ice, leaves, melon, mushroom blocks, mycelium, podzol, sea lanterns, and turtle eggs. So you can see there's a lot of value to having Silk Touch enchantment on your pickaxe. The other thing is it's incompatible with the Fortune enchantment. So what this means is you basically have to choose one or the other. So the number 3 enchantment for the pickaxe is Efficiency. You can put efficiency onto pickaxes, axes, and shovels. The maximum level is 5. It increases the mining speed when you're mining items. For this enchantment to actually work properly, you have to be using the pickaxe on a block that corresponds to something you would mine with the pickaxe. So the other thing is that with efficiency 5, you can only put it on diamond and stone pickaxes if you use an anvil to do it. So basically if you have a book and you want to put it onto a diamond pickaxe, you have to use an anvil to do that. This is an efficiency 5 pickaxe, and I have some stone here, and we'll see how quickly it goes. So you can see it doesn't even take a second. It maybe took like third of a second. So you can see that this is really beneficial if you're mining. So the number 2 enchantment for the pickaxe is the Mending enchantment. So the maximum level is 1. It could be obtained through chest loot, fishing, raids, or also villager trading. And how this enchantment works is basically when you have mending on a pickaxe, for example, if you get 1 XP, it repairs 2 durability. So this can be useful when you're mining, especially because if you're mining something that provides XP, you can get that XP and repair the pickaxe while you're using it. So basically the item has to be in your hand or offhand or in an armor slot. That doesn't really apply for a pickaxe. So if you want to repair that, you basically either use it or you make sure it's in your other offhand. If you have multiple items that have mending items, one is chosen at random. And if that item already has its full durability, then it will go to the player's enchantment levels. So the number 1 enchantment for the pickaxe is the Fortune enchantment. And the reason this is the best enchantment for the pickaxe is because it increases the use of it. So it basically increases the amount of drops you get when you actually mine items. And of course, the pickaxe is mostly for mining items. So it increases the maximum amount of drops. The maximum level is 3. And it's really useful when it comes to things like coal, diamonds, emeralds, quartz, and also lapis lazuli. So with no fortune on the pickaxe, you basically get 1 times the amount of drops you usually get. With fortune 1, it can be 2 times 33% of the time. With fortune 2, it can be 2 or 3 times 25% of the time each. And with fortune 3, you can basically get 20% of the time you can get twice as much, 20% of the time you can get 3 times as much, and 20% of the time you can actually get 4 times as much. So if you're wondering why it's number 1, that's obviously the reason, especially if you're mining something like diamonds. A Fortune 3 pickaxe could end up getting you a lot of diamonds. Besides minerals, it can increase a lot of the drops you get. So for example, things like redstone, which obviously is useful in this, carrots, sea lanterns, glowstone, melons, nether warts, sweet berries, potatoes, beetroot seeds, and also wheat seeds. It basically increases the potential amount of drops by 1 per a level. So if you have Fortune 3, this means you have the potential of getting 3 extra drops. So if you're interested, I've done videos on each individual enchantment. I have an enchantment guide that you can also check out. And if you like this video, please give me a like. If you want me to keep producing content, please subscribe. You can always leave a comment. I appreciate that. And stay classy, YouTube. This is Raj.